James, new contract here at Doncaster Rovers. Congratulations. How pleased are you to get this one done?
Yeah, delighted. Something that happened quite quickly. There wasn't too much thought. I've obviously thought about it over the last few months. But yeah, delighted to get it done.
Was this something that you were very keen to do then? What was your thoughts about it over the last few months?
Yeah, definitely over the last few months. I think being naive to say that it was a straight yes if you'd asked me a few months ago just where the club was and the kind of moment we're in. But I think the club's become aligned over the last few months with supporters and all the playing staff and the management staff. I think it's a really exciting time, and finally I think the club's kind of come together and is on the right trajectory.
You've had a frustrating time of it this season, certainly in the first half of it. Has coming back into the fold and being involved, has that really helped settle and feel part of it and look to the future with this club?
Yeah, definitely frustrating. It's been a different kind of year for me, I think. Obviously I had the injury towards the back end of last season, and then started off the season pretty well, another injury and then another setback. And to be fair, I've been happy with how I've played. When I've played, it's just not being able to put 6-7 good games together and then go on and kick on from there. So I think that's the biggest thing for me, especially these 9 games left at the end of the year, and then look for the next 2 years.
Do you feel like you're on a roll of momentum personally just before this little minor injury that took you out?
Yeah. I mean, probably the last month kind of sums it up. I put a few really good performances together and starting to finally get back fit and feeling good. And then obviously a slight knock, but thankfully, unlike the other injuries, it's not been too serious.
When you joined us 2 years ago, a big decision at that point in your career to move down here and make that move. How much do you feel like you've progressed in these last couple of years?
Yeah, a lot. I think, especially off the pitch, I think living by myself for 2 years and moving away from family and stuff, it's been a big change in my life. But in terms of my professionalism and the way I look after myself off the pitch, especially with the injuries and just learning from good teammates, it's been a big change. And I think as well I'm feeling a lot more comfortable in English football with all the experience that I've gained. So yeah, I feel like I'm ready to really kick on.
Does Doncaster feel a bit like home?
Yeah, it does. To be fair, it's felt like home ever since probably the first few months. I think the people have been really welcoming in terms of the fans and stuff, especially outside the ground. They've been really welcoming towards me. I think they've took to me a lot, so that's helped. And yeah, everyone that you don't see that's off the pitch, around where I live and stuff like that, they're brilliant. So yeah, I feel really comfortable here.
How would you sum up these last 2 years for you?
On the whole, really positive. A lot of change within the club and stuff, and a lot of learning, especially with the different styles and being asked to do different things. But I really enjoyed it. Without the club being massively successful, I think we've had good moments, and I think probably we've had a few false dawns in terms of over those 2 years where it looks like the club's maybe going to do something and then it's not quite happened. Whereas I think now, not just because we've had good results, I think this has been, over the year, I think we've been building up to something. And again, the biggest thing for us is finishing the season well.
Does it feel like you touched on, not so much a false dawn, that actually genuinely the start of something? Yeah,
I think if you speak to everyone around the club, whoever it is, playing staff or other staff at the building, they can feel it. There's a trust really in the manager and his staff. And I think he's got a good relationship with the people upstairs who are ready to back him. So I think that everyone's kind of become aligned in that thinking and wanting the best for the football club. And yeah, I feel like we're really onto something.
Have you enjoyed what's been asked of you when you've been out on the pitch?
Yeah, it's again been asked to do different things, whether playing a 3 or a 4 and different ways of playing out, which I really enjoy. I enjoy learning and trying new things. So yeah, as I said, all the coaches I've worked with have been different, and I've really enjoyed working with the manager. And I think we've clicked kind of not just on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. Kind of from the first day.
How pleased are you to get it done nice and early as well, so that you're not heading into the summer kind of concerned about your future?
Yeah, so I think it's always nice for a player to have security. I'm not one who overly thinks about that kind of stuff. Obviously, you think about it, but I don't let it really affect me too much. All I can do is play my football and see where that takes me. But yeah, as you said, like as soon as we were speaking about it, me and the manager last week, I think we were both pretty much on the same page. So yeah, it was very easy to do.
You've touched on it, wanting to finish the season strongly, both personally for what you've been through this season, but also that's definitely what the manager's pushing as well.
Yeah, I think he's big on that. Obviously, I think he's come out and said about the league table and stuff, finishing as high up as that, and also our own mini league table that we've created. We want to finish top of that, and really, as you say, take that momentum and take that into next season, because I think that would be a big thing for us.
If you sat here in 2 years' time, what do you hope that we're reflecting on from these 2 years that are to come?
Promotion to League One, definitely. No injuries is another one, and a few more personal achievements in terms of goals and assists. That's something I really want to add. I feel like I can add some more than that, but definitely the main aim is getting promoted, probably if not next year, then the year after.